nsimbi wona nsimbieza ubani bengathinta mabubesi.
Sani Pass is a mountain pass located in the west of KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, and it links the towns of Hyamville in KZN and Moklatong in Lesotho. The pass traverses the great escarpment of southern Africa in the Drakensberg Mountains, which reaches an elevation of over 3,000 metres. The Sani Pass was originally developed as a bridle path used by the San people and later the Bantu to cross the mountain range, and by early 1900s it had developed into a 2-metre track, providing a regular trade route between South Africa and Lesotho, using pack mules to carry the goods. The first motorised service using 1 jeep and 6 mules was started in 1955, and by 1957 the bridle path was widened to a more substantial track, but it was still dangerous and accessible only by 4-wheel drive vehicles. The route up Sani Pass starts at the South African border post and climbs 1,332 metres to the Lesotho border post, which is at an altitude of 2,876 metres and is approximately 9 kilometres in length. The steep gravel road has gradients of up to 1 in 3, which can be difficult to drive in bad weather and may be covered with snow and ice in winter. South Africa generally allows only 4x4 vehicles on the road. The pass lies between the border controls of both countries. Caution must be exercised and motorists must be alert when navigating the pass, as it has claimed many lives. Occasionally the remains of vehicles that left the road due to the pass's steep gradients and poor traction can be seen far below. Our family's fascination with the Sani Pass began in the late 1970s when we started to visit the area, staying initially at the Sani Pass Hotel and then at Navarone Estates and many of the other local hotels in the Southern Berg. Our first real contact with the pass itself came in 2000, when with my son-in-law and 2 young grandsons we travelled up the pass on quad bikes. Our family females were not so brave and took the easier route in a Land Rover. The trip was made in July when there was quite a lot of snow and ice to make things somewhat difficult. It was, however, well worth the effort. The views were awesome and the negotiation of the track treacherous but so invigorating. We met up with the ladies at the famous highest pub in Africa at the top, just past the Lesotho border post. The original building was established as a trading post by European settlers and dates back to the early 20th century. But by 1963, its potential as a unique attraction due to its exceptional location was recognised and it was converted into a pub. The pub's rustic charm and welcoming atmosphere have made it a favourite gathering spot for hikers, bikers, nature enthusiasts and those seeking an unforgettable experience in the mountains. Our second visit in 2022 was a totally different experience, as work had already started on a tarred road that will eventually wind all the way up into Lesotho to join up with the already finished Chinese-built road on the other side of the border. Now all vehicles making the journey have to meet roadworthiness standards, and off-road vehicles like quad bikes are no longer permitted. So our second adventure was more sedate, accomplished in a 4x4 vehicle. The top of the pass is a desolate barren place, flat as a billiard table, with only patches of stunted grass, where the wind blows so hard that it forces one to struggle to stay upright. The only habitation is some scattered Lesotho village huts, housing local shepherds' families. The huts are traditional rondavels, and cooking is done on an open dung-fueled fire in the centre of the circular room. The shepherds themselves live an unbelievably harsh life. They each look after around 100 merino sheep that are spread out over an area, and for this they are paid only 100 rand a month, together with some mealie meal. We were fortunate to be able to talk to several of the shepherds through a local guide. They were wrapped in traditional Basotho blankets and wore hats and balaclavas covering their faces that protected them against the ever-present cold wind, the harsh sun and the non-stop dust. Heavy rubber boots were worn to keep their feet dry while traversing the wetlands, tending their livestock. Feeling grateful for our own lives of relative comfort, we guiltily drove back to the warmth of the pub to be greeted with a sizzling pizza and a couple of Maluti beers, before making our way back down the mountain to civilization.